Hey guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Crimson Steven, welcome, welcome, welcome. I got a good feeling about today. I often have good feelings, usually late at night. But I got a good feeling about today. I think today's going to go well. I think today might be the day to actually get into space. It could happen. I'm not 100%. I'm still really fuzzy. It was all I could do not to Google what I needed to know last night, but then I didn't because we had burgers instead. Technically, I had a roast beef, but, you know, the burger theme was there, definitely. It was from a burger joint, if you will, a burger joint. So then I got distracted by food, and then I didn't do the thing that I was going to do. But I got a good feeling about today. I think today's all going to come together. I say it's all going to come together. So we're going to get our little extra bits of the ship added on here. We're going to put the giant tanks in there so we can go really, really far. And we're going to get our airlock hooked up, and we're going to work on... Yeah, we're working on it right now. There's a vac suit happening right now. Actually, technically, that's a carpet. But there's my vac suit right there. They take a while to make. No lie. They take a little bit to make. But we're going to start to put all of this together and eventually get into space. You know what I don't have is coffee inside of my skull. I'm going to make that happen. Rob, welcome, welcome, welcome. There we go. Now there's slightly more coffee in me than there was a few seconds ago. So this is where it's all going to come together. Got plenty of steel that we've mined out here. This is just a good thing. And of course we got all the chem fuel. We found like the universe's depository of chem fuel everywhere. It looks like we've opened a lot of the boxes and reclaimed a lot of that chem fuel. There's some still down here. Why are we not opening these? Claim them. Yeah, claim those boxes, please. We're going to have all these things. Buzzkill, welcome, welcome. We're going to have all of those things. Oh, I can start doing my hull over here. Let's get some hull action going on. Red hot hull action is what we're going to see here. Red hot hull action. Actually, do I really need that piece? I don't really need that piece. Cancel that for right now. Don't do that, but I haven't put in a door yet. Hang on, I'll be right there to put in a door. They get so ahead of themselves sometimes. No, make that into a door, please. And this is going to be a door. And then we're going to do more hull stuff over here. And this is where I'm going to put the giant tanks. Again, you don't really need that bit, Dave. That bit is largely irrelevant. Don't worry about that. You got hull in there. It'll all work out. It's all going to come together. It's all for the good of the country, really. It's all for the good of the country. Everybody loves red hot hull action. Yeah, red hot hull action. That's what we're doing here right now. It is red hot. It is red hot. It's actually a heat wave. It's 107 degrees here right now. So it's not a small amount of heat that is happening at this moment. It's dangerously hot out, really. Dangerously hot. And then I need them to finish carving out this bit over here because we've got this weird little corner in here. And then make some vac suits. And then we are kind of ready to plow through this whole getting into space nonsense. I should probably keep up the mining action and the food. I gotta figure there's not going to be a lot of food in space. So we're going to want some of that. We're going to want some food action. We've got 108 meals right now. What if I made also maybe some packaged survival meals? Just to have backups more than anything. So do that until we have, I don't know, 50, 60. Michelle, welcome, welcome, welcome. Michelle is here for the red hot hull action. And it is indeed, again, red hot. It's 107 degrees where we are right now. Not me personally, although it is fairly pleasant outside. It's not actually uncomfortable. It's not wicked warm. It's not wicked cold. But not me personally. But in terms of RimWorld, it is actually red hot out. It's 104. Right now. But the specific red hot action that we're going to be dealing with is red hot hull action. We are hardcore hull building around here. In fact, if they could hardcore hull build a little bit more, that'd be super. It'd be wicked good. Speaking of doing the things that we're doing, show me the chem fuel tank. Wow, that does take up a lot of room, doesn't it? That's about all I'm going to get in there, isn't it? Not even really worth doing. Okay, I got a plan. Cancel that. And then put a section of the floor here, and then we'll put like a hull there or something. It'll work out in some way. And then do the same thing over here. So cancel this, and then put in this over here, and then I'll kind of figure out the rest of it as we go along. That's a big old tank thing. It is the extra large tank. It is, in fact, a large chem fuel tank. So I shouldn't be too surprised that it is in fact large. I have 2,000 pieces of wood. 2,000 pieces of wood. I guess I took away the biofuel generator things. They will, Buzzkill, don't worry, they will be inside eventually. Eventually. Maybe not right at this exact second, but eventually they will be inside. We're not going to sweat that right now. We've got other things to get sweaty about. We've got the heat wave would be one of them, but other than that, we're going to get real sweaty around here. It's going to be a sweaty old day in Dave's world. That'd be a good spot for some batteries, actually. I could tuck a battery each right in that corner. And that's awesome because batteries explode. And I'm going to put it right next to a gigantic tank of explosive fuel. I see good things ahead for us. Good things. I'm gonna get something that explodes, and then I'm gonna very consciously and deliberately, of my own free will, put it next to something really explosive. We're losing food, guys. It's just that the freezer's not wicked cold anymore. Could we maybe back that off a little bit? Yeah, it's not super cold. It's actually 50 degrees inside the freezer. So not wicked frozen. I did take out the biofuel thing, but we've got so much wood right now. I should use it for something. I should at least make it into biofuel. If only it'll take up less space, more than anything. It's a solid thing to do. Romlin, welcome. You can place the fuel tanks wherever you want. Yeah, and then they're going to go inside next to an explodey thing. I thought I was clear about that. I thought I was clear about my intention to put the explosive fuel next to the explosive object, and then see what happens. Hang on, coffee. There we go. Who has heat stroke apart from everyone? Oh, DeHook. Get over it, kid. It's initial heat stroke. You're a little sweaty. Who isn't? I say, who isn't a little sweaty around here? Badger, welcome. How's the vac suit coming, kid? Okay, slow roll on that. That's going to be the slowdown factor here. That's going to be the thing that takes the most time, is just getting these vac suits done. I do have 3 that are ready to go. And I've already been kind of planning out what's going to happen when we land on an asteroid. I'm going to restrict everyone to inside the ship except for 3 people who can go outside. And who is my best miner around here? Probably, yeah, Thule's amazing. There's a mech cluster. Oh dear, my plans have gone to hell. Right. Okay. Where? Over there? Hang on. We may consider that to be somebody else's problem. Do you have a shield? Countdown, mech node, proximity. Okay, no specific shield. Okay, so we're gonna call this a somebody else's problem issue. So I need where's my no mech zone? We could go with no lava. No, that doesn't do good. How's my no mech zone? All right, let's manage these areas. So the no mech zone, invert it, and then shrink it so we don't go anywhere around here, ever. Okay, we don't go in that neighborhood. And then everybody be in the no mech zone, please. All right, don't go there. Is that an elephant? Oh, it's mastodons. It's flock of seagulls. Sorry, flock of seagulls. I didn't see you up there. I got all excited. I thought you were different mastodons. I was going to get some more while we were here. But no, that's fine. They're just our mastodons. Okay. What, if anything, do I want to do with the mech cluster? The answer is probably not much. We're probably not going to sweat that too much. We're not going to have red-hot mech action. Bertha, why are you sleeping outside? Bertha, what's up? Are you in some kind of weird zone? Why did you choose to sleep outside? What is the no mech zone? No mech? Oh, it doesn't include the ship. Whoops, sorry guys. You can totally be inside the ship. I did not realize that. Okay, yeah, sorry guys, you can all go to bed. I didn't realize we didn't actually have that attached. And actually, while I'm doing that, while I'm just sort of bumming around doing this, let's expand stick close to the ship to include these new areas here. Although, if I do that, they'll go outside to go in that door. You have to see how important... you know what? Yeah, back that off. I don't want them going in that door. So back off that bit there. That's probably not a good idea. Somebody else's problem is always my favorite solution. My favorite solution is let somebody else deal with it. Like a wandering trader, or the royals, or literally anyone but me. Bunch of children who come by begging for aid. That's their problem, not mine. It's not a giant mech cluster. I mean, the Mastodons could handle most of this. It's 2 turrets and 3 mechs. What are you, a Scorcher? Yeah, I don't like them Scorchers. What with them setting people on fire and whatnot? That ain't good. Nobody likes that. Let's get things moving a little bit faster here. And get anything at all done that we can do. I actually really need to use up this wood. Because it's filling up the entire ship. Okay, let's get this zone. Hang on, no. This zone. Expand that like that, and maybe in like that. Why do I have 2 beacons here, Dave? Why do you have 2 beacons, kid? You don't need 2 beacons. Deconstruct that. Deconstruct it? Deconstruct it? Oh, it's already scheduled for deconstruction. Never mind, it's already scheduled for deconstruction, Dave. You've already dealt with that problem. Deal with a different problem. What? Oh, stash of supplies is over. That's fine. We're okay with that. What is this again? Oh, the grav core. Yeah, that I don't really need. Don't really need that much. A Scorcher would be some red hot action. You're not wrong. I mean, red hot in the sense of, you know, fire. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to take a pass on the mechs because I have other priorities. My priorities are getting into space, and I can just not be near the mechs. I can just not be where the mechs are. In fact, that's kind of the entire point of the Odyssey thing, is not being where the mechs are. When you see mechs, don't be there. Be somewhere else. And we're excelling at that. We're doing very, very well at not being where they are. And we're gonna keep that train a-rolling, let me tell you. Hey, DeHook, do you think you can get this done for me, kid? It's just that it's kind of just sitting there. And do... What are you supposed to be doing there? That's a conduit you're supposed to be deconstructing. Okay, see, this at least opens up some viable area for a shelf or something like that. And I'll get the carpet in there eventually. They're being very slow about my carpet. I don't like that one bit. Any word on the tanks down here? Kind of vaguely. I suppose it doesn't have to be top priority. It's more important that we get the crafting done. Who is supposed to be on #1 crafting, by the way? That's DeHook again. DeHook, why were you doing construction? Oh, because you're #1 on construction. Sorry, DeHook. No, be #1 on crafting, please. Or is that... It's not technically tailoring, right? No, because it's done on the machining bench. It won't be tailoring. DeHook, no, you're not wrong, Buzzkill. He's trying to get the carpet down. Rob, my vent guy is here. Thank goodness. In many ways, Rob, a vent is an airlock. We're working on an airlock here, and that is effectively a vent. It's just a vent into the cold, heartless void of space that closes quickly when you come in. Speaking of which, we got to think about... Oh, Bertha's on a food bench. That's fine. That's an accept. I actually have plenty of food. Go for it, kid. You're fine. I want... Why are there mastodons in here? Why is there a mastodon here? Yeah, you should be in the don't eat our food zone. Because, like, don't eat our food. Ooh, I should shrink that so they don't go annoy the mechs. Oh, never mind. They should be fine. Yeah, they should be just fine. I might shrink that just a little bit so they don't get anywhere near the mechs. So don't be, like, over there. Don't do that. All right, that's better. So, getting back to my airlock thing, which I'm very, very excited about. We're all excited about this. We're working on that right there. I need one of them oxygen who's what's-it things. Oxygen pump. There we go. Releases oxygen in the surrounding room, allowing enclosed areas to repressurize in space. It's essential for long stays in orbit. Yeah, we're losing meat, guys. Guys, if we could just, like, not do that, that would be super. It's just, I've done a lot of murders for these meat. And, well, we'll just have to kill more alpacas. There's no getting around it. We're just going to have to kill more things. We're just going to have to kill more things. We do have mechs, Rob. You're not wrong. And thinking as a vent guy, I can see your concern in that. We have obviously immediately created a no-mech zone to contain them over there, or more to the point, contain us over here. Yeah, see, we're never going to get that turkey because he's in the wrong place. Don't worry about that. So we have a new no-mech zone where we will not be going. We don't live there. And everything else is fine. This is all fine. Everything's 100% fine. Yes, simple meals are going. Guys, we gotta make the heat wave go away. I don't have any capacity to do that, but please make the heat wave go away. Harvest that heal root while we're here. I'll kill more things. A mad tortoise. Am I super concerned about this? I mean, I'll put a very, very small team together here. I don't know if I'm, like, wicked worried about the tortoise as much as I'm not worried about the tortoise. It's really, yeah, I don't really think this is going to be a big deal. I think I've got a few days to get this tortoise. That being said, we actually can't seem to hit the thing. It's a wily tortoise. It's a wily tortoise. It's dodging and weaving. It's bobbing and weaving. It's doing that serpentine thing. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that problem has been solved. And that's some food we can have right there. Have we been fishing? Great question. Great question. We've set up a fishing zone because allegedly there are bass in here. Or indeed bass. How low can you go? Death Row would a brother know. Once again, back is the incredible rhyme animal, the uncannibal D. Because I can't say that word without saying the rest of it. The heat wave is over. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. So there are fish in there. I won't say the name of them because then I'll have to say the other word and then I'll have to do the whole thing. But yeah, so has anyone actually been fishing? Don't know. I don't know. I mean, we have ample food. I mean, we just lost a little bit of it with the heat wave, but we've still got plenty of food. And there's more coming in. The potatoes are coming in. Our potato crop is coming in right now. And the strawberries are in the process of being harvested. So this is all fine. What is that? Oh, a toxic waste pack. Oh, let's not have that. How about we don't carry toxic waste in the ship? Just a thought. How about we don't do that? How about we just maybe put the toxic waste out here where toxic waste could live? And let's make that important. How about it's really, really critical that we put toxic waste not inside. What is this? Obsidian plate armor that is unfinished. Guys, we gotta finish our projects here, okay? When we start a thing, we finish a thing. Try to stay on task, if you will, especially with those grab suits. Although, again, I've got 3. I've got 3 complete sets. It's just they're garbage. They still work. It's just they're going to be sad when they wear them. Hang on, coffee. There we go. There's going to be wicked sad because it'll be like, you know, I have terrible clothing on. Okay, we did this thing. I don't really know what that is. Wow, that takes up a lot of power. That sucks up the power there. I still need to, like, generate a little more power around here. I unfortunately landed too close to that geothermal. That would have been perfect. Apparently we did bioregeneration. Super. Super. Geez, what the heck do I want right now? No, not that. Not foam turrets. Autocannon turret might be a good idea. We can get some turrets when we land and just kind of pop them out outside. Maybe the flat screen TV. Baby tubes, always a good idea. Everybody loves baby tubes. Flesh shaping is almost done, which is fantastic. How about we go pulse charge munitions, because that'll lead us into lasers. And everybody loves lasers. It's science. Everybody loves lasers. Nobody doesn't love lasers. So we'll get some of them kicking along. Did we ever do... Yeah, I got too many tasks for them to be doing right now. There's just too much stuff around here. Thule, what are you bringing in there? No, Thule. Oh, hang on. It's all gone horribly wrong. Okay, no corpses at all. Thank you. No, none of those. Don't put those anywhere. Well, actually, you can only... Alright, so only... You can do the corpses, but no fresh corpses. Only rotten corpses can go there. Alright, could somebody... To Hook, what are you doing right now? You're watching TV. That's terrible. Could you haul that alpaca? Thank you. You're a champ. I love that. And we're not gonna put rotting corpses there. Thank you. And let's not put them in the ship, or hide them under our bed, or put them in the freezer, or mix them up with the chem fuel, or tuck them behind a battery, because that's going to make them explode, probably. Wow, I've got a lot of stuff. I really do have just an exceptional amount of stuff in here. But I'd like people to be focused on building my tanks. My giant tanks. Also, didn't you just say, Dave, you wanted to put a battery up next to the explosive fuel? Don't put it up now, though, because that's still technically outside, and it will definitely explode. Absolutely. He's like, I can't wait to explode. Oh my god, I'm a battery outside in the rain. I cannot wait to explode. So we'll wait till there's actually a roof on that place. They seem to be hyper-focused on the carpet more than... I mean, I'm not complaining per se about that. It's just, you know, we might have other priorities, like leaving and not being where the mechs are. It's just, you know, it's a thing we could do. Shield, how is that coming? Yeah, 178 on that vac suit. How many have we put together so far? So, vac, that's a V and an A and a C. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 helmets and 1 suit. And one unfinished suit? Are you sure about that? I wonder if the others just rotted away. I might have sold them. That sounds like something I'd do. I bet I did. I'd probably like, oh, I don't need these for a while. I'll just sell them. And then I'm like, dang, I don't got any vac suits. I'm fresh out of vac suits. So back to the oxygen Whoozy McWhatsit, because apparently they need that to recharge the suits when they come in and out. Okay, releases oxygen into the surrounding room. So that should probably be in, like, the airlock, right? Shouldn't that be in the airlock area? Like, you come in, and then, like, and then, like, it pumps oxygen in, and then you're like, okay, now it's safe to get in the ship. I'm going to put that there and see what happens. Buzzkill, I know you're hyper-focused on the carpet. I get it. It's a beautiful shade of Viridian. It's as close as I could get to lime green that the game allows me to do. And it's shag. So, you know, that Mastodon poop, you're never getting that out of there. I don't care how much you scrub that thing. It's still in there. You know it's still in there. You're like, oh, the carpet's clean. You're like, yeah, no, it's not. You know darn well it's not clean. Okay? Well, who do you think you're kidding? Carpet still has Mastodon poop in it. Boy, I'd love them to be doing things. Like, anything at all. Are we still murdering? We still doing the murders? That turkey's kind of... I'm actually going to have to do this manually. What's over here that doesn't belong to me, won't fight back, and won't explode? Oh, a guinea pig. Yeah, that meets all of my requirements there. Somebody hunt that. And how do we do on getting, like... I think we... Yeah, it looks like we basically got all of that chem fuel. Except for, okay, these ones over here. We haven't got those yet. Thule might be going in to get those. Yeah, Thule's grabbing them right now. Thule's like, I'll get it. Hang on, I'll get it. Why are you so focused on moving things, by the way? Oh, because you're number one on hauling. Uh-huh. That's kind of fine, actually. That's okay. These will be gone from here very shortly if we ever get this put up. 200 steel. Just need a little bit of work there. Hey, Stench, what are you doing? You're having a snack. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Could you actually just bang that out real quick? Thank you. Hang on, there's visitors. They might be coming into the no-mech zone. They're not. They're not. They're completely not near the no-mech zone. Maybe they'll go out that way. Maybe they'll just encounter that on the way out. We can only hope. We can only hope that they're going to run interference for me. Maybe they'll take down a turret. Maybe they'll all die. It's all good. It's all fine. Wow, we've really stocked this up, haven't we, kids? We love dumping stuff. I'm sorry to all those people we killed, I think. I'm pretty sure they were raiding us anyway. Can I get back to my zone here, by the way? Yeah, let's keep expanding things. I have so much stuff. That and all of that, and then some of that can go there-ish, I guess. How do I still don't really have the vision for what this room is going to be, apart from a massive production room. Maybe I move all the benches up in here. That'll free up the corridor area, the main drag, if you will, for more shelving. That's a thought. I have to have a think about that. Okay. What is my best next move, apart from just sort of letting them get on with things and making the things that I need them to make? So, we still got 3 of each. We're not really banging these out as much as I would like to. Did we do the, we haven't done any of that. We're not really getting much done around here, kids. Could we maybe... No, don't work on the door in case, I don't know, I need to be sealed inside my ship for some reason, like there's a raid. No, there's really not much for me to do except just let them get on with things and kind of not interrupt them. What is this down here? A ruined crane base. Yaha? A ruined crane base. How low can you go? Death Row, would a brother know? Once again, back is the incredible rhyme animal, the uncannibal D. Okay, looks like the thing from the Wicker Man, but I'm not going to ask questions. Ooh, there's a guinea pig. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. That's a snack right there. Speaking of snacks, how's the food? 47 on the packaged survival meals and 108 simple meals. And there's still some raw food in there. Not much, but some raw food in there. Okay. Why... I would... Oh, there we go. We did that tank. This is broken. Fantastic. There we go. Yeah, we are... What do you mean not connected to a grav engine? What are you talking about not connected to a grav engine? Don't be silly. Don't be silly about things. Maybe I have to put it inside the hull. Why is one of the ship engines flashing red? Because it broken. It broken. Yeah, somebody will get over there and fix that eventually. So, yeah, probably when they put the hull together, then that will be, air quotes, connected. It is in range. Ah, dang it! Not quite. Oh, that is fussy. That is... It's not quite in the correct range. Okay, hang on. I've got a thing. So, this thing, the grav core. Yeah, allow it. I want to install it. Not that, no, the grav field extender. Excuse me, the extender. So I want to reinstall that, like, here. And that should encompass both of those areas. All right, so install that down there. Oh, hang on. Do I have too many things? I got too much stuff. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't even look at that. I didn't even think of that. I got too much stuff. I got too many tiles. Ah, yeah. No, Romulan, you're right. Yeah, no, I got too many tiles. Oh, dang. Okay, we have to backtrack all of this. Deconstruct many of the things I just told you to do. So, okay. Deconstruct this, I think, and put a hull there, and then all this has got to go. All of this has got to go. I didn't even think about counting the tiles. All right, and then I'll deal with the foundation when I feel like dealing with it. Yeah, it is going to be time for a bit of a yard sale. I still want to get those giant tanks in there, though, because that's how we're getting space. So what was that, 806 out of 750? All right, it's 807 out of 750, so I need to shave off 57 tiles. Oh, that might include parts of this. Well, that ain't no good. I might have to put those giant tanks in here. I mean, that is somewhere they could live. Spike Little Girl, welcome. Spike Little Girl, I've got too many things. I have an excessive amount of things. Ooh, they finished a back suit. And it's a good one, too. Neat. That's a problem. Dang it. All right, so these were 5x5, so that's 50 right there. There's 50 tiles if I dismantle these 2 rooms. No, don't continue to do things. Stop doing things. Oh, dear. Install more grav ship extenders. I don't have any more grav ship extenders. I've only got the 1, so that's not really going to help. Too many tiles was my least favorite 80s synth guitar combo. Do I have a quest for a grav ship core? It's entirely possible. Can I... Hang on. Before we deconstruct everything that I've just spent all this time building, can I build one? Grav light panel, steel component, and 1 grav core. Never mind. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I can just build one. Never mind. Everyone stop panicking. I don't know why you guys panic so much. You're like, oh, Dave, you gotta deconstruct everything. Quickly. And then I'm like, no, dude. I'm just gonna, like, build a thing. You guys always panic. You know you're dealing with genius here. Hashtag geniusosity. So where do I want to put this one? How about we pop that one down here? Because I could definitely see extending down in this neighborhood. So yeah, pop that one down here. And then I'm going to put this one back where it was, basically. Which is kind of up in this neighborhood. Put that one up there. Okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everyone stop panicking. You can keep doing what you're doing. I'm getting into space one way or the other. I can just build it. I have a grav core. Badger, you're probably right. It's a heavy piece of carpet. It's a heavy piece of carpet. When you put in 5 mastodons doing what they do, it's going to be a heck of a lot of that. A heck of a lot. So yeah, it's a heavy carpet. This is why we put in the extra thrusters. You see, Badger, extra thrusters. The mechs are on their way, kids. In 19 days, actually, that's very generous. That's extreme. I can cope with 19 days. That's no problem. I ain't even worried about 19 days. The problem with doing this, though, is I can't get into my battery. So this comes all the way over to here. Oh, wait, just cancel that, Dave. That's how you do that. Just cancel that. And that will I'm still not going to be able to actually get to my battery. Okay, different idea, different plan. I love my plans. My plans are great. Put a tile there and a tile there, and then deconstruct that and deconstruct that. This is all going to come together for the good of the country. I assure you. I assure you. I need a door, because we love doors. Put this here. I noticed they seem to be getting caught up with my... Could you please just deconstruct that conduit? That's making me nuts over there. I could put... What size shelf is that? That's a that size shelf. Okay. Reinstall that one here. And what else have I got in here? Is that a... Yeah, that's a double shelf. Reinstall that one here. They got any singles down here? Single shelf, single shelf. It's got to be... There we go. There's a single shelf down there. Reinstall that one over there. I might have one shelf here just for vac suits. And actually, that's a great idea. That's one of the best ideas I've had today. And I've had several good ideas. One of them was croissant. It was a great idea. There I was getting coffee, and I said, you know what would be a great idea? Croissant. And it was, in fact, a fantastic idea. I'm like, wow, I'm wicked happy I bought this croissant, because now I'm eating it, and it's very satisfying croissant. So that was one good idea I've had today, but it's not the only one. The other one was, how about a shelf for just vac suits? Hang on, more coffee in my face. There we go. So just to recap, great ideas Dave has had today. 1, shelf just for vac suits. 2, croissant. That's how we're going here. The gods of RimWorld having a plan to challenge you. Played this game, they don't mess around. No, I mean, obviously, Les, you've been around here for a while. This is not your first day. You know that I am indeed a modern Prometheus. I have gifted the world. As Prometheus gifted the world with fire, I have gifted the world with geniusosity, #geniusosity. And like Prometheus, RimWorld has chained me to a rock of abuse and torture for its own funsies. So we see how that's going. However, like Prometheus, again, a modern Prometheus, if you will, I prevail. I say, I am better than you, RimWorld. And then it hits me in the face, and it's all ouchy. But then I keep coming back, like a modern Prometheus who is having his guts eaten out by either a giant eagle, a vulture, or a mythical winged creature. We're really fuzzy on that one, Les. We're like super fuzzy on what the actual bird was that was eating his guts out. But it definitely was happening. And he's like, oh my god, this really sucks. I do not enjoy having my guts eaten out every day. And then they grow back, which is equally uncomfortable, I might add, as one who knows. But he prevailed. He said, I'm just gonna suffer through this. And eventually he, like, I don't know, won a Nobel Prize or something. He must have won something. I mean, he was Prometheus. He must have won something. Like, oh, there we go. We're building my oxygen thing. So you're right. The gods of RimWorld have plans for me, and I also have plans for them. And my plan is geniusosity. #geniusosity. It's how I solve all of my problems. It's how I got to croissant. So there I was looking at the line of baked goods, and I was thinking to myself, donut. I said donut. And then I saw it, wait, no, croissant. And I was more satisfied with the croissant than I would have been with a donut. And that is where geniusosity comes in. #geniusosity. Genius says donut. Geniusosity, #geniusosity, says croissant. Croissant. I think, Les, RimWorld and I have come to an understanding. I know during Anomaly, where really I proved geniusosity. It may have been created earlier, but I proved it there. I know RimWorld fought hard. RimWorld fought hard. And when I finally beat Anomaly, RimWorld was fed up. And then when we went into the next run, RimWorld just nuked me. It was no longer a cull. It was a tactical nuclear device that took out my colony 4 different times, as I recalled, and I rebuilt every single time. All, I might add, while keeping a dead 10-year-old girl in my freezer. Okay? The airlock does not look like it's sealed very well. I think it does work for the game. Yeah, in fact, somebody popped in yesterday and said, wow, that's a really good airlock design. So Yeah, see, this doesn't work for me, though. That doesn't work for me aesthetically. This works. You're right. This technically works, but aesthetically, it's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. All right, put that in there. Now I need to make a corresponding one over here. So put that there. All right, and then we'll hold that up. Did we make the GravCore thing? We have. Okay, now I'm up to 1,000 tiles. Good. Now I'm up to 1,000 tiles. So I've got some to spare at this point. Cool. They just kind of need to finish my bits here. If they want to go ahead and finish the bits, that'd be okay. And let's get another copy of this going over here. So what have I got right at the moment? This is 750. Okay, everybody get a calculator. Everybody get a calculator. 750 plus 750 is 1,500. Okay, never mind the calculator. I already figured it out. Also, let's get cranking on these. So I've got a ton of wood. How about we go with like 25 chem fuel? Now, here's a thought I had while I was walking home from work today, because, as always, I'm either playing RimWorld or I'm thinking about RimWorld. That's the nature of geniusosity. Hashtag geniusosity. So I had a thought. We're going to go into space. All right, we're going to land on an asteroid. When we come back, I would imagine, in theory, we could pick anyone, anywhere on the planet. Anywhere on the planet, right? Because that's how, like, orbit works. Like, if you're in orbit, let's say I was in orbit right now, looking down like a benign god, as I do. Let's say I was in orbit. Again, benign god. And what? Exotic goods trader. Okay, hold that thought. I'll be there in a sec. And I said I would like to return to the planet Earth. Really, all I'm going to do is wait for the Earth to spin underneath me until I get to the spot I want. And I'm going to go there. So I'm hoping when we go into space, we can actually land, again, anywhere. Because that would be super handy. Instead of doing these short hops all the time, we should be like, okay, go up and then come back down where you want to. Exotic goods trader where? It's a trade ship. Okay, I don't really have a lot to sell. Who does socializing here around here? No, you're broadly terrible. You know what, Bertha, you can hold a conversation. Go talk to the space folks on the space phone and see what kind of space goods they've got. Hang on one second, please. There we go. Okay, excuse me one sec. There we are. I still don't know what to do with the shuttle engine. It will make sense at some point. I'm just not sure where. All right. I don't really have a lot to sell anyone. I got that. I'm definitely not selling plasteel. In fact, I might buy some. I have a good bit of money. I'm not shy on money. What tech prints do you have? Circadian influence, neural computation, skin hardening. That's all cool. That's neat. Ooh, never sleep gene. Ooh. Wow, that's powerful. That is powerful. Okay. I have to think about that. Sci trainer, still an area around your ship. I don't know what that means. It's not a spoiler, Romulan, because I don't know what it means. So it'd be like, you know, speaking a foreign language. And then you're like, no spoilers. And you're like, wait, Dave doesn't speak, I don't know, Albanian. Not yet, anyway. Decoding food, not really necessary. Pulse munitions. Pulse charge munitions and fire foam. 2 for the price of 1. I love those books. Bloodshed, recreation gain. Yeah, it would be. And fencing was that melee and cooking up. Another 2 for the price of 1. I love the 2 for the price of 1 books. Skippy's investigation into analysis and structures. Intellectual and construction up. Oh, I've got to have all of these. I love the 2 for the price of 1 books. Oh, those are great. Kermie Malevolence. Mental... Oh, advanced psychic rituals. Maybe. Maybe. We'll think about that. I wouldn't mind grabbing the kidney, because everybody always needs a kidney. I'll sell them the mastodon tusks and get rid of that. And what else do I have? Not much. I really don't have a lot to sell anyone. I haven't... Actually, you know what? I have that telescope. We're never really going to use that. Let's just get rid of that. That was just a side thing. Apart from that... should I get some advanced components, maybe? Maybe. Get... You know what? They've only got 3. Take them. 1137 back to me. Obviously, I'm not selling the Mastodon. That goes without saying. So, Sure, grab that. Grab that. That's pretty decent. I don't even know where my books are anymore. This is such a hot mess. And also, I wanted this shelf over here to be just vac stuff. Yeah, just vac things. So, vac... Okay, not vac stone blocks. Oh, wait, a vac skin gland? Ooh, I gotta get one of them. Oh, yeah, then we won't need any suits. So, sure. Helmets, those, and those. Okay, and make that critical, please. Absolutely critical. Put them there over anything else. Anything else at all. All right. What was I doing before I was interrupted by all of that? Oh, yes, shining down on the world like a benign god. Okay, put this over here, and put this over here. So all of this makes... And then actually I could take that out. That would actually free up a little bit of space there, wouldn't it? Am I out of cloth again? Am I really? Well, that's fussy. My carpet won't work. And this is not quite done. I need some attention over here. Bertha, could you just come do this? And DeHook, you're training flock of seagulls. That's awesome. Could you also come do that? Because I need to get this sorted. And then we can kind of work on leaving at some point. And also put batteries in there without them exploding. Which is fun. It's handy. Advanced components, we're making some more of those. Good. Good. Okay. Everybody's going to go do their things. I've still got 17 days before... Well, one group of mechs shows up. One is... Actually, guys, this still doesn't work. This still is not working. It's just going to deny access to a perfectly viable area of the ship. So, deconstruct that, and deconstruct that, and then deconstruct that. Okay. This is all going to make sense when I'm done with it. A lot of the shipbuilding is just sort of me doing things until something else happens. The mechs have woken up, which is fun. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun when people wake up. Maybe I should kind of peel back the don't go near the mechs thing. No, don't expand it. Clear. No mechs. Yeah, let's just make sure we're nowhere near this. We just get that right up to the growing zone there, and then don't even worry about any of this. Just don't go... Oh, that kind of took out... No, it didn't take out all of the fishing zone. We've still got some fishing we can get accomplished there. We could totally kill this turkey. That'd be okay. Now this sort of wandered into this area. Is that swans? We've got swans. I don't really need swans, but we've got swans. How are we doing down here, kids? Stench is doing a thing. Hey, Stench, while you're right there, could you just deconstruct that? Thank you. Appreciate that one. Thanks, Chief. Yeah, this will make more sense. And then I'll put hulls there instead. And you're loading this up? Well, tell you what, I got plenty of fuel. We ain't got no problems with fuel around here. And getting back to the airlock thing. Thule, what are you doing? You're hauling rice. That's fine. DeHook's doing things. I just want all my stuff built. Maybe, like somebody was saying... Actually, no, that's a conduit, right? Yeah, the power conduit. Maybe I put another oxygen thing inside? This shouldn't be... I shouldn't need to, though. Because that's what this thing is for. This little, I don't know, airlock whoozy McWhat's-it there. I don't feel like I should need to do that. Boy, they really low prioritize deconstructing things. It's like their last thing that they do. We've had these scheduled for deconstruction for, like, ever. It's been so long. I mean, forever. It was the end of yesterday's stream. But it's been so long, I don't even remember what I was going to do with that. Mastodons haven't been doing, like, stork letter writing. No, they haven't. So let's get immediately into lasers. Because lasers. We have the potential for more mastodons, right? Yeah, we do have the potential for more mastodons. They are all very young. Ish. I mean, these two are only 1 year old. Maybe there's an age where they will or will not do that. I haven't sterilized any of them. No, they're fine. We could get some more mastodons. The potential still exists. Hey, Stench, what are you doing? I think you're doing exactly what I want you to do? Maybe? Where are you going? Oh, you are going over there. Perfect. Good. That is in fact exactly what I want you to do. Good initiative there, kid. So put that in there, and then I can finally put the exploding battery next to the explosive fuel. It's about time. About time we're getting that done. I'm going to blow this ship up one way or the other. Is this actually what I wanted to do? Yeah, that, and then deconstruct that. Hey, Stench, could you actually just deconstruct this for me, please? Thank you. And somehow this will make sense when I'm done. Yeah, it's a bit of, as the Geek Cupboard might say, a bit of a faff. But I was kind of grossly underestimating where that tank would end up. Alright, so I've got a bit there. This doesn't seem to make sense. I need a bit of hull there. I don't need a bit of hull there, but I'm going to put a bit of hull there because otherwise my eyes will burn. So yeah, now it's all coming together. Here we go. Now it's all coming together. All right, and then we'll put some batteries in there, and everyone's going to be happy, and there will be never any problems ever, ever, ever again. Are we ever going to be doing this, by the way? At all. Ever. I could make a pulse laser thing, a pulse whoozy McWhat's-it there. What am I thinking of? What am I thinking of? A charge rifle. 50 plasteel, 2 advanced components. Ooh, do I want to blow the advanced components on that? I only got 7. I'd rather save those for making body parts. I love making body parts. They're majestic and care for their family. Yes, and they're a bitey folk. Yes, they have an absurd attack chance. I think RimWorld was just having fun with swans. They have a ridiculous attack chance. Where are they? Yeah, 50% attack chance. I could be taming them is not that bad. Oh, also kill all of these things. Again, there's not going to be a lot of food in space, so let's just get the slaughter done sooner rather than later. Maybe I got 63 meals, and I've actually got quite a lot of raw food. Let's just bump up. Actually, shoot for some fine meals. I mean, why not? We're not going to go nuts on it, but maybe we'd try and make like 20, and then pause when satisfied, and then also still bump up the simple meals. Maybe like 125 on those. I'd rather have the food made. Hang on, coffee in my face. Rob, as a vent guy, you're going to naturally fear swans because the vent is basically the swan's only enemy in nature. It's their only foil. Nothing. A bear will not attack a swan, but vents really mess up swans. We've got the Aurora. That's fine, and we're not really worried about that. How's my steel count? Yeah, 3,000 pieces of steel. I've still got 2,000 pieces of wood. How long? Yeah, we're still making chem fuel. All right, just keep it going. All right, we're training the mastodons. That is good. I need my war mastodons in place. How is my ship looking? Okay, it mostly looks even, I think. It's a good-looking ship. I like my ship. It's getting a little fat. It's getting a little bulky. A little thick, as they say. But it's all coming together. It's all happening right now. Stench, what are you doing? You're consuming a simple meal. Bertha, you're hunting a turkey. Great, keep doing that, kid. And you're hauling chem fuel. Neat. You're building that. Yeah, that's good, actually. I could take that out. I can definitely take that out. That's wasted space right there. I know there's a lot of other wasted space around here. I'm not saying there's not wasted space. There's tons of it. But, anytime I can be slightly efficient, I won't. I will choose not to. I will choose to do the exact opposite of that, frankly. Stench, I kind of need you on board again. You're watching television. Could you finish this, please? Could you just finish that out, champ? Thank you. It took seconds, man. It took absolute seconds. That makes so much more sense. I'm so much happier with that. So, Flock of Seagulls is pregnant. Okay, whoever just said we're not having mastodon babies, we're totally having mastodon babies now. Steven, good news. Flock of Seagulls is pregnant. And I'm going to guarantee you, you have never heard that sentence in your life. I have said a unique sentence. Nobody on planet Earth has ever said Flock of Seagulls is pregnant. Except me. Me. That's it. Is it a t-shirt? I don't know. It might be. It might be. There might be a copyright thing with the band. I don't know. But Flock of Seagulls is pregnant. You have never heard that phrase in your life. You know why? It's never been uttered on the planet. Ever. Okay? Nobody has ever said Flock of Seagulls is pregnant. You're welcome. You're welcome. That's why you guys tune in. You're going to hear unique things that you've never heard before and probably should never have heard. Ever. But here we are, and Flock of Seagulls is pregnant. What? Waste pack clearance. Yeah, that sounds good in embryo. Wow, that's a lot of money. But I bet... Wait, do I... Hang on. I'm leaving. What the heck do I care if I pollute the environment? Let's think like a rational American here, okay? You have toxic waste. I'm going to dump it somewhere and then walk away. Oh, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. I'm just going to... Oh, wow. They've got a... I want to get into the royalty stuff, but dang. That is... Where am I going to put it? Where am I going to put royalty stuff around here? I don't know. Hold that thought. Heavy SMG is good. The spear is good. I'd kind of like to just have the money, but I can make money. Money can happen. Money can happen. I almost kind of want that heavy SMG. And I could sell the spear. I don't really think I have any pokey people. Yeah, what do I care if there's a whole bunch of toxic waste on here? The rewards are meh, Romuland. You're right, you're not wrong. But think about your risk-reward ratio. My risk is 0. I'm leaving. Soon, I might add. Soon. We're out of here. So what the heck do I care if there's a bunch of toxic waste on the map? Not my problem. Maybe it'll land on the mechs. That could be fun. The rewards are meh. You're not wrong. I could sell that harp. And then I'm still going to get a ton of money. Remind me what people are armed with these days. You've, of course, got the Cursed Chugger, LMG, Heavy SMG, Machine Pistol, Thule. You could use a better weapon, and you're actually not terrible at shooting. LMG and an Obsidian Mace, right? And Shield. You don't really do much of anything, do you? Actually, you're actually not half bad at melee. I could give you that spear. Yeah, you know what? I'm doing this. The heck do I care if there's toxic waste on the map? It's not my problem. I mean, not for long, anyway. And there can't possibly be a negative outcome to this because I'm going to get the reward immediately, and they're going to be like, oh, yeah, you did your thing. Cool. So, yeah, go ahead, dump it. I don't care. Where are my paws? See, quest completed. Quest completed. I can leave at any time. So, Shield, why don't you go get that spear? And then Knife. No, not Knife. Thule? Yeah, Thule's got the Machine Pistol. Go get that SMG. Those are some solid weapons there. The waste packs are here, and Stench is in a work frenzy. Good. Where are the waste packs? Not that I care. Yeah, see, here's the thing with the risk-reward ratio. I don't care. What do I care if there's a bunch of toxic waste up there? Pollute the world tile when you're leaving. Better hope is close to an enemy. Yeah, sure, but, you know, I've got an entire planet to land on. It's kind of the point. I have a ship. So, I'm thinking like an American here. I'm going to make this somebody else's problem. Okay? Somebody else's problem. I'm going to dump toxic waste somewhere and then leave. Quickly. You know, trying not to attract attention. And maintaining plausible deniability. So, this is great. And for that, I got a couple of pretty cool weapons. So, risk-reward ratio is awesome on that. Awesome. So, yeah, it'll pollute this tile. You're not wrong. And it might spread to the tiles around of it. You know what I can do? I can just not come back here. I got a whole planet. A whole planet to mess around with here. And as Crimson rightly points out, from a game perspective, it's irrelevant because this map will be destroyed when it's just gone. But let's say it wasn't. Wait, a tortoise self-tamed? Oh, not for long. That tortoise is actually called Lunch. There we go. We'll just take that out. Thank you. Veiled Sleep. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Rising Star 2. Never heard of it. Don't ever change, Veiled Sleep. Don't ever change. Okay, how are we doing down here? We getting things done? Kind of vaguely, sort of, ish, bit, not too bad. Stench, you said you were in a work frenzy. Oh, you are doing that thing. Never mind. Good job, kid. Good job. So I wonder if I should build one of them oxygen things inside the ship, rather than just in the airlock. And we are moving those vac suits over, which is good. Maybe I should do another one of those, a shelf just for that, because there's a dedicated clothing thing for spacesuits, basically spacefarer. So when we go into space, my plan is to restrict everyone to the ship except for 3 people, because that's about the most vac suits I'm going to put together right now. And then they can go outside and they'll be assigned that clothing restriction. Medical treatment. Whom? Brian, what did you do? What happened? Are you getting shot by mechs? Oh, for goodness sake, Grime. Now, we've got mech issues. Just let them be. Don't annoy them. Oh, what is going on? Oh, it's the turtle. Oh, the turtle is technically part of the colony. Oh, well, you're dead. Sorry. You're not going to move fast enough for that kid. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Yeah, the tortoise is being recognized by the mechs as an enemy. And, wow, yeah, they're not happy with that tortoise. Okay, well, we won't get to eat it. But, it's fine. This is all fine. It's raining out. I'm not even going to worry about those fires. Your XCOM 2 series is awesome. Loving it. So here's the thing. Yes, tortoise number 1 has suffered death. You're not wrong about that. I'm kind of looking at like a YouTube program that I could join if I feel arsed enough to do it. I should, because I languish in mediocrity. But part of that was posting members-only videos. I've been doing that forever. What's shocking me is you guys haven't seen them. So in the past, I've posted them as unlisted videos, and then I put a members-only post up with the link to the video. And then I do the same thing for Patreon. So it's just shocking where people are coming like, wow, what a great series. I'm like, this series was from like a year ago. How have you not seen this? Don't get me wrong, I'm wicked glad you're enjoying it. It's a fun series. I like that one. But I never put it up as members only prior to that because I was putting up posts to members only saying, here is the latest exclusive video. And, people watched it. I guess enough of you didn't see those posts. And now that they're members only videos, you guys are seeing more of them. So I'm glad you enjoy it. There's plenty more. I just keep posting those as members only. So all I'm doing is just changing it from an unlisted video to a members only video. The reason I didn't do that before is because Patreon patrons can't see that. So they can't access that. They can access an unlisted video, but they can't access a members only video. So this is an old series. This is something I did last year, or maybe even before that. I'm not really sure. But I'm just shocked that more of you haven't seen it. No, you're not wrong, Buzzkill. The tortoise was a tank. Ha ha! See what I did there? Okay, this is finally done. So could I get some batteries up in here, please? Battery here, and yeah, right next to the explosive fuel. Thank you. Right in next to the explosive fuel. Could not get that any better. That'll give us a little bit more lag time in terms of getting some power built when we go anywhere. Because in space, is solar going to work in space? It must, right? I mean, there's suns out there, isn't there? Huh. I bet wind won't work. There's no wind in space, right? I suppose there's those solar winds. I don't know what those are, but I've heard they exist. Also, I got dead space here. Tuck the television back 1, just to satisfy myself. Yeah, so, sorry, back to Les's things. I'm just shocked you guys haven't seen more of it. I don't always get the notifications. Okay, yeah, so maybe you get more notifications as a members-only video. Again, the reason I didn't do it prior to this is it does lock out Patreon members. So the current exclusive series I'm not doing as members-only. It's still an unlisted video, and then I put up a members-only post saying, hey, here's the video, and then I do the same thing on Patreon. So there may be a point where like there's a limit to the viability of Patreon these days. Most people do channel members if they choose to support the channel in ways other than watching this nonsense. But I can't. I don't want to get rid of it right now. I might though. It's barely worth it because again, most people don't use it. So we'll think about that. And by we, I mean me. All right. So solar work trades paid half the day. Geostationary. Well, that sounds like a sciencey word, is what that is right there. What you got right there, kid, is a sciencey word. Geostationary. Geostationary. How much? I got plenty of fuel. We needed 1,200 to get into that asteroid. I wouldn't mind if we had some backup. That'd be okay. I don't know how we'd get down if I run out of fuel. Let's just keep that going. That might be sort of our current focus, is make as much chem fuel as possible. I'm also gonna cancel this carpet because it's just annoying me to see the blueprint. So don't worry with any of that. Yep, don't bother with any of that. They did finally get those cables deconstructed. I know it doesn't look much better, but it looks better to me. So now what could I do? I was going to reorganize this whole room here. Whole room wants to get reorganized. I should probably keep like half an eye on the mechs and make sure they're not moving towards the base. No, this seems to be fine. This seems to be just fine. Yeah, they're just chilling out over there. Maybe they'll shoot something, maybe they won't. Who knows? Who knows? This is the real reason that I want the royalty stuff, is I want those permissions to just drop some disposable heroes in their lap and have them go all shooty. Because that works out great. How are we doing on the vac suits? Yeah, these are kind of a slow roll here. Okay. So, number one crafting is to hook. I'm going to back you off of everything else, kid. Okay, you can just take a break from literally everything except animals. That's probably sucking up a lot of your time. Go back to 2 on that. I really need us to focus on the vac suits. Shield's in. Shield's doing stuff. Shield is actually quite good at crafting. And he's almost done with that one. Okay, that's pretty good. I don't mind that. How are we doing for, like, raw food? There's a quantity of it. I mean, I've got tons and tons of meals here. It's actually getting a little silly how many meals I have. But, hey, keep making them. No reason not to make them. And I've still got... Oh, there's my bookcase. I've still got plenty of time before the mech threat actually shows up. 14 days. That's like a whole season. Not even sweating that. That is fine. Do we need this here? Can we maybe get that out of here? Like, so it's not here, it's somewhere else that isn't here? I'm just, throwing that idea out there. How about we didn't have that there? What did we do for stone blocks? I saw ages ago we completed that bill. Yeah, we've got a quantity of stone blocks. A quantity of them. Battery going in, cool, and hopefully beginning to charge up. Why don't I just, for no reason, just pop down another solar thing, really just to charge the batteries more than anything, and put some conduits in there too. Actually, hang on, cancel those. Just make them all hidden conduits, because I'm probably going to rip these walls apart at some point, and I'd rather not have to deconstruct the conduits that are in there to make everything all pretty. What else could I be doing around here? Oh, they finally deconstructed that. Does anyone remember what I was going to do with this room? It was probably more batteries. I feel like it was more batteries. This is my thought process here. Wouldn't mind, I don't know, necessarily expanding the hospital, but like renegotiating the hospital in some way. What if we tucked this, like over here? That still gets me everything that I want. And then this shelf could go anywhere but where it is right now, frankly. Reinstall that here. Yeah, put that down there. And then put another shelf in here, because that will make me feel better about that little weird corner. And then maybe I'll just line some shelves up in here for more storage. Could somebody go get the mech, please? No available recharger. Oh, right, I smashed the recharger. Oh, yeah. I was going to put it in here. That's what I was going to do. I remembered. Yay! I remembered the thing I was going to do. Yeah, there's no charger. That's exactly why I took these beds out, is so I could put the mech recharger in there. That is 100% why I did that. Cool. Well, good news me. I remembered the thing I was going to do. So everything is fine now. How are you? How are we doing on fuel in here? Yeah, it just keeps coming. It just keeps coming. So that's going to be, let me see, these are both 750s, right? So that's 1,500 plus another 750. That's a number above like 2,000. That's about all I got there. That's about all I got. So that's going to get moved. I'm just looking at my hospital. I'm going to probably put another bed in here. Maybe move the Mastodon bed, because we don't really need a Mastodon bed around here. They do mostly sleep outside when we've landed somewhere. Although they won't be able to in space. Mastodons are an impressive animal. They cannot survive without oxygen, and there are no vac suits for mastodons. I don't think there's enough plasteel on the map to make a vac suit for a mastodon. So that ain't gonna happen. You know that ain't good. Maybe I should move more benches. Excuse me. I can move these two over here. That will free up even more space. Move this over here. And then do this one over here. Like that. And then move the chairs. I'm kind of just sort of fussing with things right now and trying to get my vision for how this room is going to look now that it's all nice and expanded like this. And I could tuck this guy up. Actually, does that affect the thing? It does. I should put another one of these down here. That will increase the speed of that. Okay, don't sweat that right now. We'll just stick with what you got. Root, welcome, welcome, welcome. A load hat colony. Sure. Except I have no idea. Again, this is speaking Albanian. I don't know what that means. So I'm not like in with the RimWorld community. I'm in exile, really. I'm in exile. I'm a pariah, if you will. Oh, I see what you're doing there. Oh, okay, got it. I'm more of a RimWorld pariah, is what it is. I'm ostracized because I do everything wrong, and yet I make it all work. It's part of the genius, really, Root. It's part of the genius. Hashtag geniusosity. It's part of what I do around here. Animals stay inside most of the time. No, they're absolutely following into battle, Romulan. I'm sorry, I don't know if we circulated a memo a while ago. Mastodon Army wins RimWorld. It really breaks RimWorld. RimWorld has no idea what to do when there's 5 Mastodons charging into combat. It's absurd and a beautiful, beautiful thing. So no, they will absolutely be following us into battle, and it will be epic, and you will applaud. You'll be in wherever your abode is, your domicile, your house, your home, your apartment, your flat, whatever, and you will be clapping wildly. Just because of Mastodons. Mastodon is really where it's at. Mastodons might be my favorite thing they've added. It might be tigers. Tigers might be my favorite thing they've added, but it also might be Mastodons. If I could somehow crossbreed a Mastodon tiger, then I honestly would be fine dying at that point, because that would be the most perfect moment. Oh, Thule, no, Thule. Okay, you just took the most obscure route to move that toxic waste. Yeah, see, Thule, this was not our problem. The toxic waste is way up there. And what you're doing, Thule, is bringing it closer to where we are. Like the humans who have issues with toxic waste. It was actually doing great right where it was. It was doing fantastic up there. The toxic waste was totally happy. It was having a great day, being all toxic and wasty. And what you've done is you've brought it closer to in fact, where we live. Really, where we live. Why is this battery not charging? Is it connected? Probably not. That's why it's not charging, Dave. There's no connection there whatsoever. Forlorn vagabonds, you say? Okay, maybe. Talk to me. What you got? Paul and a kid escaped an organ harvesting operation and stumbled right into another one. So they've got a kid. So RimWorld mechanics say they will not betray me. How do they feel about going into space? I wonder how they feel about going into space. Because that's probably going to happen. I can feed them. I can kind of clothe them. And they will work for me. Oh, I can't not do it. I've got to have them. I have to have them. I can't. It's so hard for me to not accept these. Paul and Linus here. What's your gig? First of all, I actually have a regular unowned bedroom. Actually, I have 2. So Paul's already on fire. Oh dear, Paul has Paul, you've stumbled into the mechs. What you need to be is in the no mech zone. See, the mechs are over there. What you want to do? Where's Linus? Okay, you're down there. You're fine. Paul, what you're gonna want to do is hustle, kid. You want to hustle it up there, kid. Yeah, I know you're on fire. It's raining. You're gonna be fine. Just I don't know, roll around in a puddle or something. Okay, Paul. So poor first engagement there, Paul. What you want to do is not be where the mechs are. That's your first move, kid. If you're gonna hang around here. You gotta learn to not be near the mechs. Hey, Linus. No, Linus, come here. Talk to me. So you're 7 years old. You're gonna sleep with a mastodon, in the same room, like not in a weird way. So this is going to be Linus's room right here. Okay? And eventually, when Paul gets out of the hospital after his poor first engagement, this could be your room. So, Paul, there you go, kid. Enjoy that. You all have tattered apparel. Ooh, I'm going to have to quickly make some kid clothes. Where is my tailoring bench is up here? Did you maintain your bills, by the way? Yes, you did. Awesome. Good job, team. So, I don't know, make a couple of kid pants and a couple of kid shirts. And we should have everything we need to clothe Paul. Paul, how's your day? What with the mech engagement? Oh, Paul's up. Cool. Paul, what is it you do for a living? Wow, you do a good bit of crafting and shooting. Actually, you're good. You're good. Yeah, you got some stuff going on here. You're a body modder. You're psychically deaf. I actually love that trait. And you're really good at crafting. Cool. You want to make your own clothes? And by clothes, I mean clothes for your kid. So why don't you be like #1 on tailoring, 2 on all of those. Don't worry about research. We kind of got research covered, kid. You could do that. You're not going to do that because I'm not going to give you a weapon just in case. Just in case you go. You're not supposed to. Mechanics say that if they show up with a kid, they will not betray us. But am I going to take that chance? Nah, not as such. No. I don't suppose there's anywhere in 12 days I could get a really quick supply of cloth. Is there? Because, boy, I would love to get that carpet finished. How about we said... This is probably not going to work. But is there any, like, growing zones over here that are wicked good? Like, not near the mechs? Kind of. A little bit. Not so much. Really, that's a pretty good one down there. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Just going to see if I can get a wicked quick cloth area, cotton area. I won't, but, you know, just start it anyway. So, cotton plants over there. Okay. Right. Come here, Paul. Let's talk to you again. So, you're already blowing off work. Thanks. Linus, come here. I have a great vision for your future, and your future is Roomba. You're actually a pretty good doctor, so you can do that. Not the kid. So, your mission... Here's the deal, Linus. Here's the deal. Hang on, one sec. Here's the deal. Linus, this is a spaceship that has what can only be described as catastrophic levels of mastodon feces in it. And your job is now to clean it. All of it. Do whatever you need to do that. Okay? Whatever you need to do that. That's what you need to do. Okay? Not that door. Deconstruct that conduit. So I can't stress that enough, Linus. An astronomical, phenomenal amount of mastodon poop, and it's been like a game year, Linus. And your job again now is to in fact clean it. Dusseldorf has shown up. That's fun. Everybody, stick close to the ship. Yeah, stick close to the ship. I got to expand that too. Actually, let me do that while I'm thinking about it. So everybody stick close to the ship. No. Expand that one. So all of this is fine, and all of that is fine. And that bit can go in there. Anything else I need? Oh, no. You're fine. Okay, so everybody come back down here. Dusseldorf has shown up. So where are you guys? Okay. Yeah, I got 3 up there. You'll probably wander into the mechs. Yeah, I think Cockroach there has already sealed his own fate. So they're not going to have that. They're not going to be happy about that. And then I kind of just want to bum rush these guys. Yeah, we might do that. Yeah, you're Cockroach. You're going to seal your own fate. I'm not even going to sweat you. I'm kind of sweating the rest of them. Maybe we go for these 2 down here. So everybody except you 2 guys get in here and bring a mastodon or 2. Okay, just bring, if you got a couple of mastodons kicking around, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. And we're just going to take these guys out now. We're not going to waste a lot of time here. What we're going to do is actually just shoot you in the face. So begin shooting in the face. Face shooting has begun. There we go. Yep, lots of face shooting. See, the problem with these guys is they're melee and we're not. Wow, they're really chill about getting shot in the head. Beaver has been shot an inordinate amount of times. He's going to be dead in 6 hours. You know what, team? Walk away. Okay, they seem super chill about that. Yep. Yep, gonna be dead in 6 hours. Got shot a bunch. Huh. Well, I guess you're gonna see that around here. Can't imagine what was doing it. Just bullets flying everywhere. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Not gonna fret myself about that at all. Gonna be dead in 6 hours. Not worried. I'm sure that's fine. It's a totally natural occurrence around here. Oh, now they're assaulting. Now they're assaulting. Okay, everybody slow it down. Yeah, Beaver, I don't think you're gonna make it, kid. I don't think you got that. So animals attack. Well, actually, start some shooting first, and then we'll see how that all goes. Wow, they're a tanky folk. Yeah, release the mastodon right into ferret. Oh yeah, ferret's not going to do well with this. Yeah, ferret's not going to do well. Wow, they are super tanky. Okay, you're done. I need you guys to kind of come down here because the guy we shot isn't quite dead yet. Don't you dare go for my thrusters. I've got maximum thrusters around here. Don't you even think about thrusting. Not with my thrusters, sir. No, sir. Not today. Did we get... Oh, yeah, the Mastodon just stomped on his face. Again, War Mastodon. Cures all problems. Okay, shield. Why don't you get right in there? You got the fancy spear. There we go. Solved your issue. Well, you're not going to be dead in 6 hours now. Yeah, they're going right for the power. God, they love going for power. They love going for power. It's just like their favorite... Yeah, thanks. Thanks. All right, now we're going to have to shoot you. It's your own fault. Honestly, it's your own fault. Yeah, there we go. Cockroach, did you wander into the mechs? I see there's a lot of fire around here. Oh, yeah, there you are. Yeah, that's, yeah, that didn't work out for you. That didn't work out. Okay, I think we're kind of broadly done here. Hey, Stench, why are you way up here? Everyone can just be off draft. Okay, everyone go about their business. Stench, did you get a little, banged up? Dead in 23 hours. I can handle 23 hours. That's no problem. We'll allow that. This has got to get rebuilt. Thanks. They always go right for power. Right for the power conduits. Paul, I see you're researching. That's a terrible idea. Why don't you change your clothes? Why don't you strip naked? You have actually nothing. I'm sorry, Paul, you have nothing? Paul, oh, no, there you go. There you go. Okay, so you hate everything that you're wearing right now. The problem, Paul, is I don't know where anything is in this ship. Do you see a shirt in here, Paul? That looks like a pair of pants. Yeah, they're not actually that great. They're not super awesome pants. Don't equip wood. That's a terrible idea. You're not going to want a pair of pants made out of wood. That looks like a pair of pants. Okay, go get those pants. And then I got to figure out where the kids' stuff is. I'm actually going to have to search for that like a barbarian. That went well. I think that was a perfectly acceptable raid, especially when we shot a guy and he just had no reaction to that whatsoever. Okay, that's your thing on. That's a kid's shirt. Hey, Linus, can you get up and wear that, please? And then, Paul, do you see any shirts in here? No, that's wood, Paul. Don't equip wood. You're not going to want a shirt made out of wood. I assure you, sir. You did do those, right? I saw you were doing something else, so I figured you must have... No, that's a bed, Dave. You must have already done this, right? Yeah, you've definitely... Well, you haven't made things, but there should be 2 shirts around here. No, that's only 51%. Okay, I'm going to have to search for this like a barbarian. So, shirt, what do we got? 48, unfinished, no. No, cloth t-shirt, no. That's a kid shirt. Wool kid shirt, no. Lizard skin t-shirt, my god, it's like you're Jim Morrison. There we go, a plain leather t-shirt. Okay, you can have that. Paul, it's in here somewhere. You sure? But wait, hang on. Are you sure about that? Oh, that's being worn. Never mind. That's being worn. Okay. I actually have a lot of good clothing here. And also, why don't I set up a campfire here? We got stuff we could be burning. Actually, hang on. I don't need to. I don't have the smelter. I could have the smelter. Is it worth it? Probably not. Probably not. Let's just get a campfire, and then I'll set up a bill out there to burn all that stuff. Nothing that's being worn. Unfinished. Unfinished. Okay, Paul, can you go bang out some clothes, please? No, don't clean the workshop. Why are you saying you can't do things? No, that's a bench. Okay, how about we did something different then? How about we made a nice shirt? So oh, you know what? I might not have any cloth. I might have a bunch of leather. See if you can do that. Hey, Paul, can you do that now? Yeah, you can. Okay, cool. Go bang out a shirt for yourself, kid. Linus, what did I tell you to do? You're wearing a shirt. Good. Definitely do that. And then we're going to work on some pants for you, kid. Not those pants, but pants in general. So get the shirt on. Okay. And then get out of that. So kid what? What do you got for kid? Kid pants. Okay. Good kid pants right up there. So Linus, get a pair of pants on there, kid. Yep, go get that. That'll make you mildly happier about life, sort of, vaguely. And tired apparel is going to go away, right? What are you doing? You're consuming a simple meal. No. Did you put the pants on? What else do you have on? Oh, take the gas mask off, you moron. Nobody wants that. You don't need that at all. And then, Paul, when you get done with a shirt, you can then, go ahead and wear a shirt, really, is where I'm going with that. Who's in charge of this? DeHook. Okay, cancel that, because DeHook's got other priorities right now. I've got other projects for DeHook. We're gonna build this back up at any point. Actually, should we? Do I need to? The batteries are charging. I wouldn't mind putting some more batteries up, though. Yeah, somebody rebuild that. We're still going to be here for solidly another 10 days. If not longer than that. Solidly another 10 days. Maybe more. Okay. So, Paul and Linus are on board, and I can make them, to a degree, fairly happy. Solve the clothing problems. They're going to have some nice meals. They've got their own bedroom. Did I not have somebody who was an ascetic? Or did they get killed? They probably got killed. I'm going to imagine they're dead at this point. I've lost a lot of colonists. So I don't have an ascetic, right? Knife, no. You're nimble and gay. Hey, who isn't? Shield, no. You're kind and a night owl. How about you guys? No, you are not, and you are not. You're interested in drugs, though. Hey, again, who isn't? So let me pretty up this room a little bit. And then Paul will be slightly happier with that. What have I got for stone blocks? Slate and marble. Okay, how about we did a nice marble floor in here. So marble tile, it's going to go in here. And then I'm still sitting on a ton of wood here. So let's get you a, an end table right there. And that's about all I got for you, kid. That's about all we're going to be able to do. Oh, bye, Les. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. Okay. I don't really have a lot of other building tasks for them right now. We've actually finished the vac suits. Cool. We can get on to the vac helmets. So I've got 3 decent vac suits right now. And not much else. I need the helmets. I think next week we're definitely going to be able to make it in space. I see this as something that's definitely happening. I'm pretty much ready to go, honestly. I just like to have a lot of extra fuel because I'm not going to be able to make any while I'm up there. Oh, you say that, Dave. You still have 694 pieces of wood, and you could chop down more trees. That's totally feasible. So you could go there you could go into space with a bunch of wood, and then make it while you're there. Okay, we'll have a think about that. That idea has potential. How are the mechs over here? Are you satisfied with your 1 kill? Yeah, they seem to be fine. I'm going to completely ignore this until I don't get to ignore it anymore. And did they plant my cotton down here? Where did I put that? Cotton. Yeah. Yeah, they've got it going. Okay. Will I get that? Don't know. Maybe. Maybe it could happen. Took, what were you doing in there? That makes me suspicious that you were in there. What? Oh, you're having a nap. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Actually, everything's going great. I knew I had a good feeling about today. Somebody put the bot in the charger. That's good. I knew I had a good feeling. Stench, has somebody tended to your needs? Yep. Yep. Oh, I think you lost a lung ages ago. Sorry about the vasectomy, Stench. I'd like to say I regret it. I don't. It's just that the potential for more children is not good right now. Not good. We'll see what we can do with you. I can always pop ovums out of people and then, do the whole fertilization process, which is weird and gross, because they just sort of do it in the middle of a room. But hey, you know what? To each their own. I think that's an awesome place to call it for today. I knew I had a good feeling about today. I knew today was going to be excellent, and it is. I've got my spaceship to where I want it. It's looking real good. I got more space I can deal with in here. We'll shuffle some things around. And then we're going to space. One way or the other, I'm going to space. Well, really only one way, and that's, through game mechanics primarily. But guys, I'm going to check out there. I'm going to let you get on with far more important things to do with the rest of your day than this nonsense. I will see you guys next week. Thank you so very much for allowing me to do this publicly. I adore doing this. I love doing this. I look forward to this every single week. And you guys never disappoint me. I have an amazing time when I come in and hang out with you guys. So I will see you next week. Thank you again.